Bam! The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, to the new video. Right now doing update on Ethereum Classic. We've been doing this for 3 days now. Right now sitting on minus 1.49% in the red, and it's actually as we expect it to be. It's gonna continue being red. I'm gonna explain to you what's gonna happen, where it's gonna find bottom, because in this video today we're gonna try to figure out where the bottom might be, what might happen, and what's gonna take us to push the price up. We're not gonna talk about that much about the price, where our price targets are once we are restarting this bull run, but we're just gonna talk about like what has to happen next to give us that bullishness that we need to go up. That said, we got something called daily altcoins video that we do every single day. We rank 30 coins up and down, what's good, what's not good, what's pumping, what's not pumping, what's done pumping like Ethereum Classic, what's going through consolidation like Ethereum Classic and stuff like that. So if that's something interesting for you, check out the Patreon link. That said, check out the Telegram. We got like 3,000 people there. 3,110 people right now. Yesterday it was below 3,000, so that milestone got hit as well. Join that. Nice, a lot of nice people there talking about a lot of stuff, Ethereum Classic as well. So if that's your thing, you're welcome, you're welcome. That said, let's get into the chart and see what's actually happening with Ethereum Classic today. So what I'm going to this is a weekly chart. You can see on the daily chart that this is the second day in the red right now. That's why I'm going through consolidation. We're going to go through something like this that happened over here. We went parabolic, then went through consolidation. This is a consolidation. You can call it correction, consolidation. Consolidation is more like a sideways move. I don't know actually definition of these two. It doesn't matter. It's gonna go through something like this, go down, go something like this, and then it's gonna continue going up again. That's what we are expecting, that's what we are looking for. But the question comes like, how far down are we going? Okay, so we're gonna try to figure that out in this video, and we're gonna see how far we're gonna go down. We can start by actually explaining why we what we are actually trying to accomplish by going down in technical analysis. So this indicator down here is something called RSI indicator, but we on this channel we could just call it rubber band index. Rubber band index is like a rubber band. If you extend it too much, it has to pull back. So if this goes too much up around the 90 plus, it has to pull back. Right now we are sitting at 91 level, but when we are all the way up here at 190, this was a lot higher. I think it was 95 or something like that. So if you want to avoid multi-week correction on Ethereum Classic, because that's what happens when you hit these 95 levels, 95, around 95, 96, 97 levels, when you hit those kind of levels and you end the week on those levels, what happens then? You have multi-week correction, multi-week correction phase that's just bleeding slowly down, just to push this indicator down to some livable levels that are around 60-70. So this indicator should go like just like over here. We went down to the 60 levels. That was very good. You wanted to push it as low as it can, around between 60 and some 70 levels down here. That's the perfect level to continue move up. But once you are in this parabolic move, like 70, between 70 and 80 is fine as well. Like if you can just go like this, you know, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So what we want to do this week, we want to pull as much we can before Monday. Today is Saturday, so you got today and tomorrow. You want to pull as much as you can to lower the RSI. As long as the RSI doesn't close, wait, as long as the RSI doesn't close in some 90 levels, I mean even then, in some 90 levels that are like up here, as long as we don't do that, probability to go next week higher is high. So if right now we are sitting at 91, so if you can today and tomorrow pull it even lower down, like some 88 levels or 89 or even lower, that gives us a huge chance for pushing up higher next week. Okay, that said, so you understand why it's important for us right now to push the pull the price down, because these indicators will reset, and all of the traders are watching these indicators, so they know this kind of stuff. Right now this is the only second day over here, but here we had like multi-week. I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 days, 1 2 3 6 7. Yeah, it was a 2-week correction period, but it looked like but it was almost 14 days like correction before we got to the all-time high. We want to avoid that now. This correction or consolidation, once you start going more and more public, they are less and less. So I don't believe that this correction will last 2 weeks, at most a week, preferably lower than that. But what has to happen? Where can we find some kind of support? Well, some kind of obvious support is down here at 37, but let's be honest, like, are we gonna get a correction of 78%? This isn't bear market, so that's not happening. So what are we looking at actually then? What are we actually looking at? So let's go to the daily chart and start try to find some kind of lines, and I find one line that actually might give us the support that we actually need, and it goes somewhere. I think I can do this on the weekly time frame. It goes something like this. And it's very nice line, very nice trend line, long trend line, so it's very important. We broke it already, but it can act as a support now that we are falling back. So you can see here that the trend line was acting as support really nicely. Then we broke it and tested as a resistance, second test on the resistance, and then here we actually broke it. So it's a very good trend line. It's still in place. We have to take it seriously, and if we look on the daily chart, you can see that it's a lot higher than 38 level. It's sitting actually somewhere around 74, 75. So technically we can fall down to 74, 75 levels. That would be a correction of about almost 60%. It is possible, things happen. 60% correction, it is possible even in the bull market. Even when you're going, the higher you go, the more volatile corrections and consolidation will be. That said, there is also other things that we have to take into mind. This 10 moving average on the daily chart is very important. This 10 moving average is very important. So right now we are extended from the 10 moving average. Moving averages are also acting as a support lines once you're above them. If you are below them, they are of course acting as resistances, but when you are above them, they are gonna act as a supports, right? All of these are supports on the way down. So if you try to follow down, all of these are acting as supports. So that said, this 10 moving average will continue rising up day by day. Tomorrow will be somewhere here, day after will be somewhere, maybe somewhere here, so it goes something like this. So today we might actually drop here, tomorrow we might actually drop all the way down to the some 95 levels or something like that, and that actually, this line, the 10 moving average in a strong uptrend, might actually give us support. You can see here previously we have been climbing on the 10 moving average, the white line, and then during correction we went all the way down to the 20 moving average. So are we gonna hit the 10, or are we gonna wait for this 20 moving correction, because that will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days or something like that. So that can also be, so we can hit either the 10 moving average or the 20 moving average, and then continue further up. So this might actually go something like this, and then get support on the 10 moving average and continue up. That would mean that we would only get a correction of how much? Of around 50% or something like that, give or take, which is perfectly normal, perfectly fine, no problem there. Worst case scenario, we go sideways or down and hit either this line over here, or later this 20 moving average on the side, and then continue going up from the 20 moving average. But that will take longer, and it will happen maybe next week, during ending of next week or something like that. Either way, we are extended from the moving averages however you want it on all time frames. Right now on the 4 hourly, you can see here, this is 4 hourly time frame. It means every single one of these are 4 hours. We are falling below the 10 moving average right now, sitting on this line, the red line, 20 moving average, but this is probably gonna also break. The best case scenario you can look for now on 4 hourly is getting above this 10 moving average and pushing up, which I look at as very low probability. It can happen, but low probability, and it would actually ruin the weekly indicators down here. It will push the indicator up. So if you right now, if this week you start continuing going up and go up to some crazy levels, if you can just turn off, if you go up to some crazy levels like 200-300 levels or something like that, the probability next week that you're gonna get multi-week correction period, and you don't want that. I know nobody wants that. I mean, it would be nice to get gains, but then you have to sit down for 2-3 weeks and just watch everything else go up while your coins are going sideways or down. So the best case scenario, pull a little bit more down and then continue going further up. So there is not much to say about this anymore. We know where our support is, also very decent supports or supports that we are looking for. We know what has to happen with this rubber band index. So come back tomorrow. We're gonna see what's happened tomorrow. We're gonna see how it's performed performing tomorrow, because right now we are doing Ethereum Classic every single day, and we're gonna check out if it's good or not. So subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon link below if you need some help with picking coins, and also come to Telegram. Still 3,110 members, not one member during the video, but that's okay. They're gonna come as soon as the video is done. Anyways, thanks for joining, thanks for watching the video, I appreciate it, it helps the channel out. Also press the like button, you know, YouTube algorithm, all that shebang. Anyways guys, see you tomorrow, bye bye.